Hello, welcome to Remarkably Brilliant, the live podcast. And today I want to talk about established routines and why they are so important, especially now during this pandemic. Now, I was talking with my flatmate just earlier on, and he asked me, what day is today? Is it Tuesday? That's very interesting. Because I have been spending all day long thinking it was Tuesday. But then I thought also to myself, that would be weird, because also yesterday was Tuesday. So I doubt today will be again Tuesday, twice in a row. And so this pandemic is making days all look alike. We struggle to know which day is which one. And it's very complicated. And yet, I can tell you, try to have a routine. Because if you live your day based on your emotion and doing what you feel like doing, then I'm afraid I have bad news for you. The problem of living how you feel like, of going with the wind, closed inside your house because probably you're on lockdown as me in the UK. The problem with of doing what you feel like doing is that most of your thoughts, hence your emotions, are negative. Our mind are wired like this. We have thousands and thousands of thoughts per day, every day. We have thousands of thoughts every minute. So think about in a full day. And most of these thoughts are negative. So they might be anxious or fearful or sad or make you feel depressed. And the thoughts then influence our emotions. And our emotions then influence our habits. And then our habits influence our day. So it's very important to have some routine, even if you're not working. Like if you love to do some art, or like you're painting, or you're learning how to write a book, or you're doing more sport, whatever it is you're trying to do, that you're trying to learn new, get to know yourself. And some people like to paint whenever they have some free time. For example, I have a friend who is painting whenever she has some free time. Another one is in furlough, so she's painting most of her mornings. And another one is painting whenever she feels like. As long as you find something that works for you. I am working from home, and I have my own small business, so I keep doing things to keep going and connect with people and ask them if they need my help. I am a therapist, and so have done also some free material on how to deal with this pandemic. I've done some hypnotic videos, and I've done some other videos, and I'm doing this podcast series. You can find the videos on my website. I will also write in the description, but my website is janinekera.com, JANINE, C for Charlie, ERA.com. But I will also write in the description, so you can find all the videos, and I have some free hypnotic recordings as well that I've made. So I keep working, but I can tell you I'm struggling so much with motivation because all days are alike, and these 2 months of lockdown feels like January 2020 feels like it was 2000 years ago. Time is very diluted, and it's difficult to keep yourself motivated when a lot of the things you used to do in the past were like a treat. So you will work, do whatever you wanted to do, and then tell yourself, well, tonight I'm seeing my friends, so that's a treat, or I will go to the cinema this weekend. So you had something to look forward. Now the things I'm looking forward to is Saturday pizza night, where we are going to have a takeaway from an Italian pizzeria here in town, which is very nice. It's called Fat Tony, and it's very nice pizza with sourdough bread. Oh, delicious! But so I'm looking forward for this treat. And in the past, a pizza would have not been that exciting. But in the past, I could say to my girls and say, oh, we need to meet up on a Saturday night, so we'll be looking forward to that. Unfortunately, that is not in the chart right now. And so we had to change our habits. And it's difficult to feel motivated, as I really work with the carrot and the stick, like the donkey. If I see the carrot, like I can keep running towards the carrot. But if I never get a bite of the carrot, then you lose motivation. If you're anything like me, I totally understand you. So why having a routine? Because routine makes us more productive, because it makes us, like, imagine yourself being more productive. How are people productive? People who are productive, they do things despite how they feel. And at the beginning of when you want to get a new habit, or you want to start a new project, new job, or you're following your dream, at the beginning is easy because we are excited. Then the excitement fades away, and if you don't have discipline, you are not going to keep going. And unfortunately in life, you need to do things to make things happen. Nobody is coming to you and give you a silver platter with your dream on it. And if they did, lucky for you, but then you need to do something about that dream. If you just keep it like that, it's not going to grow. And it's going to perish. Plus, when we fight for something, when we work for something, we give it much more value. Because it's something you put so much effort, time, energy, tears. How many tears I put in my projects when I care for them? Because sometimes you get frustrated. Sometimes you don't want to do it. Hence, habit. I have a routine. And a routine, how do you need to set your routine? Good question. Well, it depends of how you are and which kind of duties you have during the day. Are you a parent with your kids at home, or do you need to take them to school, or are you a carer? Are you taking care of somebody else? What is your daily like? And based on how you have your day structured, then you can work around. If you're like anything like me, I have a lot of time to organize my days right now during quarantine, because I'm not doing any more network events, I'm not going out, and so the way I structure my day is I do first thing in the morning the most creative stuff. So for example, writing a blog post, I will try to write it first thing in the morning, and later in the morning I do something that doesn't require that much energy, mental energy, but is still in the creative side of stuff. Then I will have lunch, because I'm Italian, so I have 3 meals per day minimum. Yeah, thank you very much. Whoever said that Italians are into food and such a cliche, I'm such a cliche. Yes, I love food, and it's my way to charge my batteries. And it's something I'm looking forward to, because I love food, so that's my daily treat. That's why for me, Saturday night, pizza night, I'm looking forward to it. But after lunch, that's my worst part of the day. After lunch, I'm feeling so sleepy. Like I could take a nap. Sometimes I fall asleep. Rarely, because I rarely nap. So that's the time where I watch some training online. So my brain is still working, but I'm very, I have the energy of a mushroom. So I can sit on the sofa and listen to the masterclass I missed the last week, or I can learn something new. I have a few online courses that I would like to listen and finish. Some of them I would like even to listen to them again, because they're very well made and they're very interesting. And I will need 20 more years of quarantine to finish them all, probably. So I need to be more selective on which one I want to really listen and which one can be put in the back burner and probably never listen to them again. But apart of this, or read a book after lunch, I would be a good time for me to read a book is after lunch. And then before around 3 o'clock, 4, I get my energy back, and then there I can do something else for work, like sending some emails or doing a podcast. Like right now, what time is it? It's 10 to 7, and I'm feeling so enthusiastic, and I'm doing this podcast live. So this is a good time where I resuscitate during a daily time. Then dinner, and after dinner is TV time, where I am at the moment watching Unorthodox. I finished recently to watch another TV series which was super cute called The Mafia Kills Only in the Summer. It's an Italian TV series, very well made, very cute, and is a dark comedy about mafia and how it affects people normal lives. And it's so well made and so cute that when when you read a good book, I had the same feeling. When that one finished, I felt it was some unfinished business, and I felt like, oh, my best friend or a very good friend has gone away, and I don't know if I will hear from them anymore. That feeling, no? Because it was like, oh, I want to know how it goes on and what happens. And so evenings for me are movie time or TV series time. Let's be more exact, TV series. I love to binge watch. And being a dog lover, I also watch programs on dogs. And I tend not to work in the evening unless I have a webinar or stuff, because in the evening is the time where I like to chill, because you need to also have some fun during the day. Every day we should have more fun. This is something that children can teach us very well. They laugh much more than adults. And this routine works for me. It's very boring, it's very predictable. My days are very alike, very predictable, but I keep going. And I would like to do at least 10 things from my to-do list per day, and I can tell you, I'm struggling to do them. This quarantine is affecting also me, that I'm a mindset therapist, and I know how the mindset works, but still affecting me. So I lost my train of thoughts. So yes, I would like to do all these items on my to-do list, but most days I struggle to do at least 3. But if you do 3 things per day, it's better than none. And 1 thing towards the direction of your goals is better than none. If every day we can go 1% forward, in a year you will be 365% ahead of today in a year time. So it's a big step, and of course there are going to be days where you're going to do more than one stuff in your projects, so you can advance much more than that. But think about only 1% is whatever is necessary for you to keep going every day. 1% better than the day before in your project, in your goal. And this is why I am a big believer of why routines work and have an established routine. And what happens when you are feeling like that day you can't do anything? You're barely leaving the duvet. You are loving to stay in bed under the duvet. Nobody's waiting anything from you. Nobody wants anything from you. And you're like, why should I even leave the bed? What do you do in those days? Well, I usually have a trick that I'm going to share with you. I tell myself, okay, nobody wants anything from me. Nobody wants anything from you. I'm going to stay all day in bed. And the reason I'm telling this myself is because I'm giving my permission to myself to take it easy that day. And I promise you, after an hour or 2 that I've said this to myself, that I give him permission, sometimes even half an hour, I get bored to be in bed. And I'm recharged because I needed to be kind to myself. In the past, I used to be like, oh, you're wasting your time, Janine, and you're lazy, and I had this whole negative self-talk that, I'm telling you, will take me out of bed, but I will feel grudgy and grumpy all day because I will be hating myself because I felt I wasted my time in the morning, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm kind to myself, I forgive myself fast, and if you give yourself permission to take it easy, and okay, then today I won't do anything, then you get bored and you will eventually leave the bed more recharged than you thought. And if some days you don't do anything, it's okay. It's okay. If nobody is waiting for that thing from you, take it easy. Take it easy. And if you can't do that 1%, then don't do it. But I believe you can do that 1% every day. A tiny step. Even just if you're starting your own business, if you start your favorite social media and you